So I'm on day 18 of the challenge, and I feel the energy to move. To be honest, I have not been doing a lot of movement, like my normal walking, these past couple weeks since I started the channel. So I guess some people say throughout the second half of the channel you get an extra energy. So now I feel like I have an extra energy to move. So I just want to show you some of my, like one of the practices I use to move, and it's a kinetic sequence, just to honor the four elements of earth, fire, water, and air. So we always start with the air element, and the air element is our breath. You know, a big part of healing is learning how to flow with the elements and how to heal your body with the elements. And we're just gonna flow like, not flow, we want to be light like a feather. And the element of air teaches to, I would say, to be light, to be light in spirit, to be light in body, to be light and learning to let go, and maybe to forgive. Whatever's coming up for you, it's important to honor that element. And then we can move into the element of earth. And earth is the element of stability, foundation. And we can honor the element of earth with the foods that we put in our body, live foods, organic food, and also how we honor the earth. Are we taking care of the earth? Are we taking care of Mother Earth? You know, Mother Earth is giving us so much. How we can for the earth. So you want to give honor to Mother Earth. Honor to Mother Earth. Honor to Mother Earth. And then we come up again with the element of air. And we can go into the element of fire. Fire has to do with her blood, her reproductive system. You know, we want to be fierce like fire. We want to be voracious like fire. And, you know, this is element of fire. Holy fire people. It's a good way to really, I would say learn to balance your, and you want to change direction. It's about balance the fire. It's not a coincidence. It's like so in alignment, because this movement, see, it definitely I would say go into the womb area for us sisters. So it's not a coincidence that like all these movements are in alignment with our, with our body parts or organs within our body. So I'm just in gratitude and thankfulness to be able to have these rituals and these different things to support, my divine temple. And now we're going to move into the element of water. We want to learn to flow like water. Flow like water. Flow like water. Flow like water. Life is going to happen. Water is the element of healing, the element of flow, the element of healing, the element of nurture. I think over 70% of our body is water. Some people say even more. All our organs need water to thrive. Just like, we're living embodied, like, our ancestor says, as above, so below. And literally, the earth is more than, I think, 70 or 60% of water. and so is your body. And for me, like once I realized, I was like, wait, what? Like you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. You're not just here alone. You know, you're part of the divine. You're part of the divine nature. Everything is everything in the universe is connected. You know what I mean? So remember to flow like water. Life is gonna happen, but flow like water. Learn to flow. And if you can't flow, just tap into maybe another element. Learn to know when you're off balance and learn how to heal the different elements. And then we want to go back into, I would say, air. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite principles. And it's a principle in Kemetic of Mahat. And Mahat is, Mahat teaches about relationships, teaches about a way of living, um, and just life in general, how to learn to live in a life of, I would say, of certain principles. There's many versions of Mahat, I feel like, but just some of the versions that I really align with is, it's a version of these principles that, around balance, the principle of balance, harmony, justice, reciprocity, propriety, I said justice already, harmony, harmony. Um, and there's 7 of them, and I think I only have, so there's justice, order. So there's 7 principles in Mahat. And I'm just gonna name the 7 principles. So just to get an idea of the principle, these are some of the principles that guide me. What I thrive to, I would say, just to live by. So it's order, sense of order, a sense of harmony, balance, justice, reciprocity, propriety, and did I say balance already? Balance. Let me do it over again. So it's order, justice, propriety, reciprocity, harmony, order, and reciprocity. You can look it up. I'm not into being perfect, but those are some of the principles I live by. And I want to show you the Kemetic sequence for Mahat. So in Kemetic yoga, it's the principle to always start on your left side. So if you go to, if you ever see the temples, and even when you go to Kemet, most of the statues, or in the hieroglyphics, you see, the left foot is moved forward. So I'm moving forward with my left foot, and the wings of Mahat. Then you're going to come down on your right. Then you're going to go back on your you're going to sit on the back of your, I would say, your elbow, your heel. And then you're going to sit down. Then you're going to sit down. You can look forward. And for the purpose of my video, I'm going to turn around and change into my right side to show you the rest of it. Oh, well, this one. Then you're going to come down. And you want to go back on your elbow. And you want to look forward. And you're going to have, because Mahat is the scale. Mahat represents the scale. And you want to look forward. And if you want to get, I would say, if you want to get creative, you can also do this version of Mahat.
we can also do this. I think this is my favorite one. It's kind of easy. So, and you can repeat whatever comes to your being in this video or just in general. And for me, again, it's justice, order, balance, propriety, reciprocity, harmony. Gratitude. Make it your own, you know what I mean? Always make things your own and what work for you. A lot of times we get things and nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. So it's important to, when you, I would say, when you align with something that, I would say, that aligns with your soul, make it your own. Make it your own. So, and we normally end the practice with Otep. You can sit down like this, and you say Otep, and Otep just means peace. And this practice has given me so much, I would say, harmony within, so many times, last year when I was in Tanzania, there were so many times that I was so off balance. And then when my teacher, my Kemetic teacher, I was committed to like twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, for an hour, I was with her, she was teaching me, and it was just so nourishing. Every time, they told me that, like, my back hurts. And I used to have lower back pain before her, and after that, I didn't have any I never have any lower back pain. I used to, especially when I get stressed out. But I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words, and it's okay because sometimes you can't put it into words. Just a level of gratitude I feel to be able to learn and do things differently and align with things that my body needs to feel supported, to feel nourished, to feel, I would say, just to feel safe, because I know what it's like to be in a space where I didn't feel safe and constantly have to be in environments that breed unsafety. So to be able to align with people, places, and things that nourish and fuel that part of me that needs that, it's just an honor. And I mean honor, I mean so much honor. I mean so much honor. I mean so much honor for that. So, there's this quote that I'm telling like everybody, that I heard this lady said, and she said that when a flower doesn't bloom, You know, we check, the, you know, if the flower's not blooming, you know, we're checking the things around it to like, why is the flower's not growing? And you know, we check the soil. You know, we check is it getting enough sunlight. You know, is it being watered enough? It's not. Is it not being watered? Is it being watered or not being watered enough? And she said, you know, we are like that flower, and you know, how will we be watered? How will we be nourished? And a lot of us was not planted. You know, not a lot of us. I can only speak for myself and the people that this message may align with. And some of us are just not planted in or planted or water in spaces that support our nourishment. And while it may not be our fault for not being nourished and planted in, you know, an environment that support or cultivate or growth, you know, it's our individual responsibility to build that, to cultivate that once you know. And it's a journey. That's why we're here you know, that's why we're here to learn the lesson. Imagine if we came on earth knowing everything and I have nothing, and knowing everything, and you know, and just life was perfect, and I guess what would be the point? So like, nourish yourself, cultivate a space to nourish yourself. Love on yourself, and you know, gratitude. Give thanks, give thanks. Gratitude nourishes the soul. Lundra, one of my favorite singers, says, "Gratitude nourishes the soul when there's no food in sight." So remember to nourish your soul. Your soul know what you come here to do and what you're inspired to do. And we can only listen or tap into that innermost part of us, that being part of us, when we are balanced and in harmony with ourselves. And sometimes life happens, well, a lot of times life happens and it's hard to hear that part of us, But tap in when you can, tap in. So that is my spill for today. This month is Mental Awareness Month. I have so much things that I want to do, but I'm being kakakakra in Ghana. That means in Chi. That means small. So I'm taking my time, no rush, because the Creator, you know, just to listen. So you know, just know that mental health is real. We all have mental health, and it's important to nourish that part of ourselves that needs to be acknowledged and, you know, cared for when it comes down to our mental and emotional health. So create an amazing day and know that you are the divine in physical form, having a human experience. And once you know that, you just nothing nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Okay. Ota family.